Dear men, this is the biggest drug addiction on the planet. See, when you see an attractive woman, your brain releases a neurotransmitter called dopamine. Now let's say you have sex with one woman. You might have to wait a few minutes until you can do it again. And then after that, you might need to wait maybe an hour or more. But the way the male brain is designed is that if you see a different attractive woman, the alpha male part of your brain will release a new dopamine surge, making you think you're the alpha male, and instead of having to wait another hour or more, you might only have to wait a few minutes. And so when you get on sites like these, in 5 minutes, your brain would be able to see more sexual images than your ancestors who gave you this body could see in multiple lifetimes. So as you're opening different tabs and scrolling through different videos, your brain is being flooded with dopamine, which is one of the most addictive neurotransmitters in your brain. And remember that you need that brain-body connection to even have the physical response to have sex in the first place. This is why many 16-year-old boys are having ED, and Viagra doesn't help because it's not a blood flow problem. Trust me, it's not worth it.
Pornhub is the largest and most popular porn site in the world. Owned by the megaporn parent company MindGeek, Pornhub averages 42 billion visits per year. That's 115 million visits every day. Most of the content featured on their site is user-generated, amassing 6 million new videos each year. That would take 169 years to watch. Pornhub has become the global epicenter of internet pornography. The company makes hundreds of millions of dollars through ad revenue, data collection, and premium subscriptions. And it's blatantly enabling and profiting from rape, sexual abuse, and child sex trafficking. Like the missing 15-year-old girl who was found after 58 videos of her rape were posted on Pornhub. Or Rose Kalemba, the 14-year-old, who the BBC reported was kidnapped at knife point, raped and assaulted on camera for 12 hours, and had to beg Pornhub for months and threaten legal action to remove the videos of her rape and torture. Or the images of a toddler being sexually abused, found through an investigation by the Sunday Times. Or the 22 women who were deceived and coerced by the producers of Girls Do Porn, the popular Pornhub partner channel, whose owners now face a federal indictment for child pornography, sex trafficking of a minor, sex trafficking, and sexual abuse. These examples only begin to scratch the surface of the sexual crimes found on Pornhub. According to the Internet Watch Foundation, in only 2 years, they processed and confirmed 118 cases of child rape and trafficking on Pornhub. These aren't models or actresses playing a role in a movie. These are real videos of women and children being sexually abused, violated, and traumatized. And Pornhub is deeply complicit. They have no system to reliably verify the age or consent of anyone featured in their videos it profits from. The largest porn site in the world makes it insanely easy for users to upload videos of real sexual violence. And in doing so, they forever memorialize the trauma of their victims, all for the profit and pleasure of Pornhub and its users. It's time to shut down Pornhub and hold them accountable for the rape, trafficking, and sexual abuse that they enable and profit from. Share this video and sign a petition at traffickinghub.com.
2 million children currently forced to be sex slaves, raped for money. 2 million. What kind of demand, and this is a scary question, what kind of demand justifies that number, 2 million kids? That's a lot of sick, twisted pedophiles. These guys want 10-year-olds, 11-year-olds. That's who they want. The answer to this question is not popular. People don't want me to say it. They don't want to talk about it. But what is happening in this country, especially in this country, the United States is the highest consumer of child pornography, or what I call child rape videos, because that's what they are. And it's the Western world.
There's all this. We have a search warrant.
The highest consumers, it's us.
I'm getting cancer. You're talking about your computer, huh?
And this is why. They're sex addicts. Their minds are twisted and sick to want this. I've interrogated dozens and dozens and dozens of these guys over the last 16 years that I've been working in this field.
Sure.
No one wants to accept what it is. They don't want to believe it. How did you get here? Why do you want this? Why do you want kids? And they all have the same story. I picked up a Playboy magazine when I was 12 years old. And then I got into more hardcore. And then more hardcore. And then the internet came along in my 30s. And oh my gosh, like I could just, with a click of the mouse, I could see anything I wanted. And then the stuff that I had enjoyed since I was a teenager started to wear off. I wasn't getting the fix. I wasn't getting the feeling that I used to get when I was just watching an adult man and an adult woman have sex. Barely legal. But that's when I start searching into the queue, to the Google string. Well, that's not doing it for me anymore. Okay, 16. I'm gonna stop there. I'm gonna stop at 16. See what happens. All of a sudden, they're at 10. They're at 9. They're at 8. They're at 7. And you think you can find this stuff online? Absolutely. And that's what's creating this demand. That's why Johns get on an airplane and fly to Haiti and Colombia and Thailand, because pretty soon the child porn isn't doing it for them. And they need the child. This is why there's 2 million children forced into the commercial sex trade today.
We have evidence that Pornhub has been uploading and allowing and profiting off of sex trafficking and rape of minors and women, and they've even admitted to it on social media. They tweeted admitting that they verified the 15-year-old girl who was abducted in Florida, missing for a year, raped in 58 videos that were uploaded to their website.
Wow.
And they admitted that they had verified that girl, and they deleted the tweets, but they were cached and available. And if it's happening to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 20 girls, that's just the tip of the iceberg. The clincher of all this is that they do not require age or consent verification to upload pornography to the website.
Wow.
You can anonymously upload pornography to the website. So when you see that teen category, you have no idea if they are or they're not. And in many cases, one big way that we can begin to reduce the demand for this kind of content is to raise awareness about it. I have many, many, many emails and messages and tweets on social media from porn users that say, I had no idea, and I can't do this anymore because I'm not sure if I'm getting my pleasure from watching a girl being raped or watching a girl being trafficked. And it frankly, for many people, it loses its appeal when you imagine that those behind the camera are actually rape and trafficking victims. So I think that's a big way that we can begin to reduce the demand for this material. Is just to start where we're starting right now with raising awareness about what's actually happening behind the camera.